Hi! Welcome to Malaysian Riders. In this episode, I have this amazing machine from Ducati. This is the Ducati Multistrada 1200s 2013 model. Okay, I'm here in Teluk Senangin, basically in Luwut, Perak. So, I'll be testing out this adventure touring bike for the first time ever. So, what do I have to say about this bike is for you to find out. So, welcome to Malaysian Riders. On this episode, I will be testing out the new Ducati Multistrada. This was my first time ever riding this kind of motorcycle. It will be a learning experience for me, but most of all, it will be a great adventure. The test was planned to be a slightly long distance journey, just to see whether the Multistrada is as good as what they say. But before that, I will need to get a few things for my camping needs. Since this was my first time riding an adventure touring bike or whatever they are called nowadays, I was pretty excited in bringing along lots of things to my journey. I just wanted to feel how those adventure riders out there feel when going on their expedition. Or at least that's what I thought. Now, what do I think about riding this bike? Well, I shall discuss that later on. From the looks of it, it was pretty much a comfortable bike to ride. Yes, it was by far the most comfortable I've ever ridden. I'm not much of a huge guy, but I have to say that once the bike was between my legs, it was pretty easy to handle. The bike weighed just over 230 kilograms wet, and that doesn't count me and the loads. So I have to say good job to Ducati for somehow making all those weight disappear. Ducati Multistrada, the bike that wowed the industry back in 2010, price starting from 115,000 ringgit. The looks may not be as beautiful to see at first, but it'll grow on you in such a short time. The numbers of electronics put into this amazing machine is just unbelievable. It can also change its characteristics with just a push of a button. It's a little bit scary to think of how advanced this bike is. So, this new model came with the Ducati Skyhook technology. It's a semi-active suspension system from Ducati. What it does is it changes characteristics to fit the surface you are riding on, and that is clever. I couldn't say I really feel the difference, but from riding it through some difficult terrain, it does help make me look good while riding and not like a total beginner on it. So I guess that's a positive thing from this Skyhook system. So I have a pretty long journey ahead. I guess this is goodbye for now. This episode of Malaysian Riders is brought to you by Tiger Performance KL and Patam Restaurant. The journey took me about 2.5 hours to arrive. That is pretty good considering I have to stop for a while, to wait for the filming crew to keep up with my speed, of course. I have to admit, I didn't enjoy long distance riding like this, but the comfort level of the Multistrada is just amazing, and riding it off-roads were pretty fun too. I can even ride it standing up with no problems, and I have to say it was really easy and rather enjoyable, dare I say it. The suspension really proves itself here, and I bet it can go even further than just this. So there you go, I made it to the location I'm heading. The fuel wasn't really kind to me. I have to fill up twice, but that may be just because I have to do a lot of U-turns for filming purpose. And speaking of U-turns, this has got to be one of the easiest bikes to turn around with. Okay guys, I just made it to, I just arrived here in, what is this place? Teluk Senangin, okay. It's been a very enjoyable ride. It's not very tiring at all. The bike is very comfortable. This is my first time ever, so I have no prior experience in riding this kind of bike, especially in a fairly long distance journey. So I have to say it has been a very great experience. So what is now, I have to set up my tent and have to make my fire as soon as I can, because before the light is running out, I need something to see in the dark. So stay tuned. So that was basically it for my first ride review of the Multistrada 1200s. I can't remember the last time I had an epic view like this. Plus, having brought along an amazing lobster in this journey sums up my entire day nicely. I got to enjoy great food, great activities, epic view, and most of all, great biking with the Multistrada. I'm not gonna be comparing this bike against anything similar in its category, but if I have to, the Multistrada should be among the top contender to be the best in its kind. Malaysian riders shall bring more on this bike in the future, maybe seeing things a little bit more on the technical side than this. But to me, having a great bike like the Multistrada is not just about being technically great, but doing something great is much more important in really enjoying the ride. Well, thank you for enjoying this episode. We sure hope for you to stay tuned with us for more in the future. And don't forget to head on to our Facebook page and like it to get more updates from us. Goodbye for now.